What's up, Catsiel? Late night Friday night stream for everybody here. Hello there, guys. Just doing a little preliminary scouting on the opponent here. I'm always ready to see the stupid account, Justin. I look forward to it all the time. I think the stupid account is awesome. Rando, what's up, man? Jack. Oh, Jack. Oh, my gosh. Richard Dinsmore, what's up, man? Yeah, Random, my Friday night's been pretty good. Tomorrow, my wife and I were actually, she's upstairs. She took the little one to bed. The baby was just crying. Yeah, Andrew, get off and go run. Dude, yeah. No, Andrew. Go run. Good luck tomorrow, man. Get off. Gosh, it's the night before. Get out of here. Yeah, guys, my wife has the little one upstairs, but tomorrow is actually my wife's and I's 6th wedding anniversary. But she actually has 2 weddings this weekend, so we did a little like family dinner tonight, but nothing crazy. But yeah, 6 years has flown by. Jared, here, man. This is for you. Nice soda that I'm having on stream tonight. Hey, George, yeah, I do see your code. I'm just not ready to do roster reviews yet. We'll see how I'm doing after this GAC. Ooh, that's a nice one. It's a very nice Datacron. Congrats, Justin got married in June. Okay, all right, so not... Okay, all right. Ooh, that's gonna be a nasty one. Yeah, man. Only the finest kind of soda I drink here, though. Come on, guys. We all know it's soda. It's soda in the cup. I would never, ever, ever put anything else in there. All right. High health. Oof, that offense. All right. Interesting. What the? All right. Okay, so I'm just looking through just to see what I have to deal with first before we get into looking into this a little bit more. All right, so for those of you who, if you saw the thing, can I overcome my round 1? So my round 1, I was up against this guy who had 13.1 million galactic power. Let's just put it, just for some perspective here, guys. His top 80 average speed was 159. My top 80 average speed is like 129, which 129 is very good. So I just had like no prayer. It was abysmal. I did one battle and I just stopped. Like, there was no purpose to me continuing that fight. But against this guy here, Squad, or Super Duper Rich. There we go, Super Duper Rich. He actually has a little bit less galactic power than me. And does not have as many galactic legends as I do. He is missing Lord Vader, so I do have an advantage there. He does have some nice teams, like he does have a Malicos team, although his Malicos is only Gear 12 with no Omicrons. So that does help me. And then, I don't think he has Afra. Yeah, does not have Afra. And I do not believe he has Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Or if he does, yeah, is Jedi Knight Cal's like gear, what is this? I don't know, 10? No mods. So I feel pretty good that I have a little bit of an advantage here that I can kind of enforce my will a little bit. So in terms of the defense that I set, if we come in here, in terms of the defense that I set, my front wall here, we've got Qui-Gon Jinn team, we've got my Adrad team, the droids here, and then I have Rey with this Datacron, where we've got 62% health, 62% health steal, and then the middle one here is whenever they target another ally with an ability during their turn, they both gain 5% defense, max health, protection, and offense until the end of battle. And hopefully what I'm thinking there is that Rey is going to use that lifeblood. So whenever she used lifeblood, and then we've also got my Datacron on Lord Vader here, 273 defense, 42% critical damage. So that's the south wall. And then up here in the north, we've got Jabba with this Datacron here, 328% defense, protection up for 2 turns. I like that one a little bit more for Jabba because it's got the health. I have this team here with Zori. I recognize this is not the best Zori team. I fully recognize that's not the best Zori team. I do this very intentionally. There's a reason I do this. I do it this way for a reason. I do have this clone team down here, again with the Omicron. A decent Datacron here as well. Just some extra critical damage here. Bonuses for clones. We have just this Mon Mothma team. Just kind of throw this down. And then I do have Reva with a Datacron here. A little bit extra defense on that team. Just, you know, just something to make people think. So that's the front wall. I'm not going to show the back. I'm not going to show my back wall. I'm going to let that be. There'll be enough that my opponent can figure out what's back there once I get through this stuff. So it's just not something I'm willing to do. But we're going to, I think what I'm thinking up here, guys, so in terms of the Grand Arena game plan, right, as I stall here and kind of come up with one a little bit further, the thought process is going to be probably thinking Wampa down here because there's no days, right? There's no days on this team, so I think I could use Wampa. Up here, I'm not sure. I could probably use Wampa there too. I could probably get through K2 pretty quickly. Against this team, I'm never really sure here. Down here against this Datacron, I'm not the biggest fan of this in here where the damage they receive is reduced. So I'm going to need to figure that out. That might end up being an Imperial Trooper battle and just hoping I can outrun Kyle Katarn. This, we're probably just chucking Sith Eternal against that. So we'll kind of wait and see. I think this North Wall, we're going to wait and see a little bit more. We definitely have, you know, some decent teams over here, to say the least. The good news when I was looking is that this Finn is not overly fast, so I should be able to outrun this with the team that I'm going to intend to use here. So I think that should be fine. And then there's no Coyote Mundi here. I missed that initially. That's interesting there's no Coyote Mundi there. Alright, so I think we're going to start. I want to start with the Rey battle here. I think we're going to start with Rey. So we're going to do our first battle. Again, give me Star Killer. And then, where's my... Yeah, this is the one I want to use. So this, I've been really liking this Datacron here. So one, dark side allies, if we resist, we recover health and protection. Not the biggest deal, but the part of it I really like, when they use a special ability, they gain riposte. So Starkiller's going to be attacking out of turn a lot. When he gets riposte, he's going to be able to hit underneath protection, particularly raise lifeblood. So that's a really, really good thing for me to hit underneath that lifeblood and, you know, bonus protection, all that stuff. So I like this Datacron. It's been one I've been using a lot. So let's get in here. Yeah, Sean, I don't always do Wampa first because I try to do the battles that I know exactly what I'm going to have to do to get there. Okay, so they did that on Mara Jade. That's actually not the worst thing in the world of, like, you know, them hitting Mara Jade with that is not the worst thing. So now, all right, she's in damage immunity. That's fine. Now we do need to get rid of those stacks of inspiration. All right, so he's in damage immunity now. That's good. Oof, okay. I need Ray to use Sudden Whirlwind here. Alright, that's fine. This crit avoidance they have on her is not pleasant whatsoever. Okay, come on. Oh, this crit avoid is not good. That was the first crit I've landed the whole battle. There we go. Some more crits. Come on. Come on. Just one more crit. There we go. All right, hold on. Oh, gosh. I need to do this. Come on, killer. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, my gosh, that's awesome. All right, there she goes. Damage immunity. That's fine. That's fine. Hold on. Okay, use him. And then can I take her out? Oh my gosh. Of course. All right, hold on. We've got a chance for max banners here. I just need to kill. There we go. Let's go. All right, that's a good start right there. We'll take that win all day long. Bed Wars clips. Can you try Bosk as leader, Cad Bane and Jango Fett and Boba and Mandalorian? Why? For what purpose would I? One, I can't because I'm pretty sure somebody there. Django's on defense, and this is 3v3. So I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean by trying that out. We're definitely gonna have to figure out how to use bounty hunters because I don't have because there's no Lord Vader on this team here. All right, so the next battle I think I want to do is this Zori team here. You want to know if that combo is good? And I mean, it depends what level you are in Squad Arena. Early on in the game, it'll work, but you know, later on you'll want to replace other characters. But I think early on, if you're going for like Executor, that should be fine. Yeah, Cad Bane's kind of not the greatest character, but to a certain extent, if he's one of your few relic characters, then yes, Cad Bane's going to end up being good. Like I you know, let's make that clear. Like I think I need to kind of like reset our tone on. This is a sidetrack. I know I'm supposed to do in Grand Arena, but I almost need to reset the tone of what like a backbone team is, because I think we think of backbone teams as very specific teams or core teams, but your backbone teams are really the best teams that you have. That for those of you who bought like the Lightspeed bundles, those are now your backbone teams. Those are, you know, relic characters. If you didn't have relic characters before and all of a sudden you've got a bunch of them, that's now your backbone teams, right? Those are the teams that you're going to rely on because those are your best geared teams. So just something that's been in my mind a little bit that like we need to reset the way we think about that. So here we're going to use Jedi. I'm going to use these guys and you. And I don't think I need that. I think I'll just use a little bit of extra protection and health steal here. I think we'll do this. What do they have? Armor pen, offense. Yeah, I think I should be more or less okay here. Famous last words, I know, but I think I should be more or less okay. All right, we outsped him. That's good. There we go. All right, he's going to take his turn. Can throw this out. Give me this. Oof. All right, that's good. There we go. All right. Get me my turn. And just get him out. That's good. Do that. There we go. Nice. That's good. That's very good. Okay. Yep. Dispel all that garbage. Throw out my... this. Man, they're getting some good, solid plays in here. That speed up is very, very good for this resistance team. Just makes them that much more difficult to take out. This fin is thick, too. All right, let's roll again. Throw out speed up to everybody. Pass the turn here. Call Revan to assist. Jeez. Need to get through this guy. He is just annoying the crap out of me. All right, throw out my offense up here. Can I now take him out now that I've got a little bit more offense here? Come on. Zori is actually more annoying than, like, anybody else's. Maybe I just destroy her. Let's do this. Throw the Foresight. Stun him. And then call Revan again. Ah, and she's under stealth, of course. Come on, mark him down again. All right, he's almost dead. Call Yoda. All right, there we go. Now I feel better. Let's call Revan to assist. Zori's doing a nice job of stealing some banners. I'm not going to lie. That's, you know, it is annoying. Gosh. All right. We're going to at least get a few banners here. Nothing crazy out of this, unfortunately. But we'll get through it. There we go. 55 banners. Dropped a little bit. All right. That team was annoying. Okay. Let's go with... Jabba, I know what I'm going to do against. How well modded is my Grandmaster Yoda? So GMY is... so mine is Relic 8 from the Jedi Master Kenobi Rex. So he's 312 speed, a little bit of health, and then offense here. So down here I've got an offense arrow. There I've got offense. Up here is speed. And then protection, not the greatest. That's an okay mod. And then up here, 20. So not the great. Some mods are pretty decent. Like this one and this one are decent. You know, this one's alright. And then these ones down here, like this is just kind of a throwaway. I just don't have a better one to put there. But yeah, my GMY is, you know, respectable. He's definitely someone I've taken mods off of for the sake of other characters. 100%. Alright, you guys want me to do the Jabba battle next? I mean, I don't really care. So we'll use Jabba. We're going to use our Galactic Republic here because I have this so I have this Datacron here. Now it's technically Cal Kestis, but I don't have Cal Kestis. But what's really nice is that we gain speed up on basics. At the start of each turn, if a non-galactic legend ally has 50% or more turn meter, the damage we receive is reduced by 75%. And this is so good for like going up against Jabba with Kenobi, because if they're attacking GK, it just does nothing to him. Lots of offense and lots of armor penetration here. So against this Jabba where they've got, we're almost taking away all of their defense. And then adding in offense percent on top of that. So this has kind of been my go-to counter in 3v3. Particularly because they have a much tougher time dispelling protection up because there's no Embo in the team. So we'll go ahead. We're going to target. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, so look, like they're not doing a whole lot of damage to Kenobi. So now we'll go ahead, we'll pass the turn. And we're going to give her this. And I think I made a misplay. I should have done that on Chrysanthemum, but whatever. Because I'm going to try and annihilate her with the... Yeah, should have done that on Chrysanthemum, but it is what it is. So, I'm just going to save that. Because I'm just going to try and get Coors Light Leia out of here as soon as I can. And then we'll just kind of focus on Chrysanthemum and Jabba. So let's get that out. Alright, hit her up. And then we're just going to try and get Chrysanthemum out of here as fast as possible. It's not going to be fun. I might just stick it on auto, but I don't like the way that auto plays as much because it will, like, give the damage immunity. It'll reduce the cooldowns of my General Kenobi instead of reducing them on Commander Tano, and I want Commander Tano the one whose cooldowns get reduced. So we'll pass that over here too, just to get more turns out. Alright, come on. Gosh, that protection up's going to be annoying. Yeah, we're barely doing anything here. This is not good. Yeah, we're just going to throw it on auto on Chrysanthemum and hope for that. Actually, no, because I don't want Kenobi to hit high ground yet. If I can stack armor shreds, maybe that does the trick. Just that protection up is so problematic here. Alright, we hit our high ground. This is not going to be pretty. Alright, hit this up. Alright, we're making some progress on Chrysanthemum. We got, what, 4 armor shreds on him right now. I don't like that buff immunity on her because I want speed up instead. Alright, keep attacking Chrysanthemum. If I can get Chrysanthemum out... Alright, Chrysanthemum's out. Now we can focus on Jabba as long as I stay in my high ground stage. Come on. Alright, he's going to be back, but that's okay. Come on. Come on, attack. Yep. Alright, this is okay. Alright, we're out of high ground, so we can't ignore taunt if Chrysanthemum gets it back. Come on. Yep, just do that. Keep that healing immunity on Jabba the Hutt. Oh gosh, come on, come on. Ah, darn it, that's not good. We're gonna have to hit high ground here as soon as I can. Just because I need to get Jabba out. Because he's gonna get ult soon, and that's not good. Okay, come on, get Jabba out of here. There we go. Alright, Jabba's out. Now we can hit auto. Let's go. Ooh. That was not fun, but we got through it. Might have misplayed. I maybe should have killed Chrysanthemum with the Force Leap. and just kind of hung around with Coors Light Leia, but it is what it is. 57 banners is 57 banners. All right. Now I'm a little bit scared. The thing is, there's no Omicron on Malicos here, so it's more so, like, I just don't know what's on the back wall here, and I gotta think about saving teams for the other side as well. So here, yeah, I think I'm just going to use my Bad Batch. I don't like it, but it's kind of like the best option I have right now. So they start with protection up, so when I rip those buffs off, I should get a lot of turn meter. And then I've just really got to keep Anakin from taking turns. Yeah, I don't know how I like this. Worst comes to worst, this is a 2-shot, but I really want this to be 1. All right, rip off all this crap. Yep, that's good. Okay. Pass the turn here. And then I want to hit this up. Because I think this... Yeah, increase the target's cooldowns by 1. Nah, it's not going to do anything. It won't matter. Because now his cooldowns are back to normal. Unless I can get him to use his ability now. Okay, that's actually really good. Hold on. Hold on. That was actually really, really good. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. That's fine. We're going to get through it with a... We get through it. That's all that matters. Whoa, that's all that matters. All right. I don't care if I drop battles. Just getting through that team, it was important. All right. Whew. Okay. Now this Malicos team. So... I mean, the thing is, this is not a full Malicos team, right? This is not a full Malicos team. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is just use my Sith and call it a day. The question is, do I want to use Savage Press here just to be safe? Like, is this too much, or is this, like, enough? Remember, this guy does not have as many Galactic Legends as I do. So... like, just for reference, so I have not yet seen Kenobi. All right, so we've killed Jabba, we've killed Rey, and we, you know, so in his pocket, he's got Jedi Master Luke, Kenobi, and Sith Eternal left. And I've got my Kylo, Master Luke, and Sith Eternal left as well, along with General Skywalker, and he still has to get through 3 of my Galactic Legends, and I believe I have... I don't know if I saved Darth Malgus or not. Did I put... No, I didn't put Malgus. I put Reva over here. That's right. So, I feel like if I use my Sith trio here, I give myself enough offense for the back wall still. I think I could even use... I feel like I want to use Savage Press. I just think Savage Press gets... I'm just afraid of Seer kind of one-shotting somebody. If she one-shots the right person, that could be problematic. So I think I'm gonna just like overshoot this and use this. Let's throw some Crit Avoid on. I don't know. I really am. I'm kind of nervous for this fight. All right, hit that up. And just get rid of that. Okay, we took some turns. That's fine. Yep, okay. I think we should be okay here. Let's just try and kill Malicos if we can. Okay, we decrease cooldowns. That's good. I mean, you guys look like this is still a nasty team. Like, Malicos is still hanging around at gear 12. All right, there he goes. Finally out him. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at that. I mean, Seer just took away all of our protection there. Yeah, we're definitely going to kill Seer. Because then I can just do this. And all I want to do with Savage Press is just let him recover us some protection banners. Come on. Yep, keep dealing us damage. That's all I need you to do. Just keep him alive. Thank you. I think I'll do one. I'll let Kylo hit me one more time, and then I think I should be able just to destroy him at some point, and it won't matter. Ugh, idiot. Come on. Just play with our food a little bit. I just want to make sure I have my max protection banners. That's all I want. Okay, that should be max banners. There we go. 57. We'll take that. All right, not too bad on the front wall. Not too bad on the front wall at all. So what do we have back here? Okay. All right, so nothing overly crazy here. No overly crazy teams here. All right. So we've got plenty of firepower left. So with that plenty of firepower left, got plenty of firepower left. I probably brought a little bit too much for offense. I can use like a galactic legend here. Okay, let's go with let's go back to the back wall. Okay, against this team, we're going to use this. And I'll throw a little bit of extra offense on them because I can. Okay, let's see here. Let's get rid of this guy first. Yep. Okay, now Sidious. Thank you. Thank you. 57 banners. We're going to walk out of there with that. All right. Okay. That's right, I have Malik on offense. I can Malik solo something. Yeah. All right, I got to make sure I play this like I got to make sure that I like completely. We're going to throw Malik solo again. Do I want to throw Malik solo against this? Got a Malik solo. We've got Imperial Troopers. We've got a lot of things to use here. Could use Malik solo against these guys. While I'm thinking about what I'm going to do down there, let's do this battle. No need for a Datacron. This is what I mean, guys. My GACs, I say this all the time. My GACs are either like, you know, super fun, or they're like, I don't want to say boring, but like, or like they're not as cool because I'm either going to get creamed, or like a guy like this guy's not a bad player. It's just like I have so much more than what I'm used to. Like, I'm normally never in a position where I actually have an advantage over my opponent, and I don't know what to do with it. Yep, just keep going. Oh, man. Can you guys leave Wat Tambor alone? Come on, I know we can do... Ah, darn it. Let's link you up because I can. And that's fine. Boris, you're going to use JKL versus Malgus? Yeah, I've done it a few times. I've done it out of desperation. But this is my... I mean, obviously I like using this because I, you know, have the... When you have the resources, this just makes so much more sense. Let's delete those guys. And delete him. Thank you. 55. All right. Okay, so now we've got Malik solo left. We've got... Yeah, we've got a couple of things here. I need to use a legitimate team again. I will need to use a legitimate team here because Django's not to be messed with. And I don't want one that can... The thing is, I want, like, half-decent banners there. Let me see something. Okay, he's immune to stun and fear, but he's not immune to daze, so I don't want him to get dazed into oblivion. Yeah, I'm not as concerned. Like, my Wampa, I'll probably end up using Wampa against Iden just because I can. That's the thing. I'll probably just use Wampa there. It's more so, guys, what I'm trying to figure out here, it's not that I don't know. I want to make sure I make this clear. It's not that I don't know how to beat these teams. I'm trying to make sure that I maximize my banners. Like, that's all I want to do, is make sure that I walk away with as many banners as possible. Yeah, I mean, my Wampa, unfortunately, I'm not going to do, like, you could look at this battle and be like, oh, yeah, we could try Wampa against this, but I'm not someone that will risk a GAC win just for the sake of trying to do something riskier. Like, I will never risk a GAC win. Like, we're throwing a Galactic Legend against this team just because I can, right? Like, that's the position I'm in right now. Like, we're throwing Supreme Leader Kylo Ren against that team with KRU, and we're going to call it a day. Probably use Wampa against this, honestly, just to, you know, give me something with clean banners. Alright, so I want good banners. What does Tarful even do? We're going to do this. Yeah, we'll take that. May as well. They can be very good. These Wookiees can be good, but I think with the gear 12 we should be fine. Yep. Yeah. That's what happens when you that's what happens when you overkill a team. Like they just that Beskar Mermando Chewbacca Han team is so good. So good. What's their Datacron here do? Health and health steal. Okay. Malik, and I'm giving you I'll give you this. I'll give you extra health steal. All right. Who do I want to kill first? Probably I'll probably just kill Shock T just to be like just to get rid of the annoying stuff. Okay, Fear. All right, let's hit her up. Yep. Man, I never get to use, like, Malik solo anymore. Alright, I'm not wasting that on her when I can do that. Alright, let's get rid of Echo because you annoy me. Alright, we're going to save that ability until he's until he loses all his protection. Because I want to end with full banners, and I'll get full banners by using it. Okay, let's get that going. Okay, that should kill him. Oh, I missed a... Oh, there we go. We got full banners anyway. That's so stupid. Oh my gosh, what a joke. It's an absolute joke. Okay. Gosh, I have way too many good teams left. All right, let's come over here. Alright guys, so here's the debate, just so you guys understand the internal monologue going on. I've got Commander Luke Skywalker left. Thinking I could use him up here, I can use him down here. Supreme Leader Kyler, we'll do this battle, because I know what I'm going to do here. I'm bringing insurance. I don't care what you guys say. I'm bringing insurance. Listen, I've seen too many stupid things happen. All right, hit this frickin' guy. Thank you. 58. I lost a banner. All right. That's basically what I would have lost anyway, so that's good. That's fine. 58, we'll take that. Okay, so now... Because they will gain a lot of turn meter there. They'll gain turn meter at the start. And what Jedi do I have left? Okay, we've got some Jedi left. I could use General Skywalker with Jedi Master Luke. Let's go here. What do we got? All right, guys. We're going to bring our king in for this one. I know this is under punching, but I don't care. This is what our king... Sometimes our king just needs to do what we need him to do. This battle here... So the reason you're going to use Wampa here, right? You could say, oh, Phil, you're underselling him. It's all about... I don't want to get too preachy, but it always happens. Sometimes the key to winning GACs is not doing flashy battles. It's about doing smart battles. It's about looking at this and saying... I don't have a single team that could probably walk out of here with max banners, right? I don't think I have a team that's walking out of here with max banners. Wampa is walking out of this battle with max banners, and that's why we're going to use our king. So that's the whole purpose here, is that you use the king, right, to get you max banners. That's why, like, General Grievous, when people say, oh, all you're doing is beating GG, but how many teams get max banners against General Grievous? It just doesn't happen. So that's exactly why I like using Wampa, is our king is going to guarantee that I get max banners here. And we'll just let him cook. Will, yeah, he set 2 Galactic Legends. He set Jabba, and he set Rey. Unfortunately, my opponent, for, just the way it ended up here, my opponent had less Galactic Legends than me, which is very, very rare. And there we go. 58. So that's exactly why I love using our king. Just, you're guaranteeing yourself amazing banners in that fight that otherwise would be much more difficult to do. So, now... I think here I'm going to use my Imperial Troopers. Oh, I still have Iden Versio, too. Oh, my gosh. I normally don't get to use this, like... Normally I've got to use a lot more stuff on offense. Okay, let's just take out this dude. Let's go over here. And let's go over here. Yeah, I mean, I've only got a single GL. And to be fair, this is like, I don't know, I could, on the past like 27 matches that I've played, I think this is the second one where my opponent has had less GLs than me. And it's one less. So it's not like it's not horrible, right? Being 1 GL down is not the worst thing in the world. I would say if I'd rather be a GL down or I'd rather have worse mods, I'd rather be a GL down. Having worse mods than your opponent is, I think, a much larger death sentence at times than being a Galactic Legend down. Because a lot of players, you can account for a single Galactic Legend. You can figure out a team, like I know what team can beat that GL. But accounting for all their teams being better, modded, that can be a lot more challenging of a, it's a lot harder to overcome. So here I think I'm going to use my CLS team just because I want to. We'll put this Datacron. I don't want to say that I think he's pretty similar to me, where most of the opponents that he and I are going up against, we need a lot more on offense to get through. He's obviously a good player. He's probably climbed to the place that... Now, I'm just making an assumption. Maybe he goes through gets better banners than me. Who knows? That's a very, very real possibility. I didn't do any scouting on him, so I don't know. But I'd venture to say that, similar to myself, he kind of hopes that his opponents mess up, and that's how he's getting his wins. I don't want to use that Dispel yet. I'll use it on him because I don't care. Alright, let's see if I can gain that back. Ooh, he got... That's not good. Okay, there he goes. Okay, let's take her out. 57. We're going to take that. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay. So now I've got that droid team. And we've got this team. I think I can use Iden here. Because I'm just looking through what I have left at this point, right? I've got JML, I've got JKL, I've got General Skywalker. I could use, I mean, I just think this team should, I'm gonna go with this. I'd like to use Iden. I like using Iden. I have fun with using Iden Versio. What I'm gonna try to do here, though, I'm gonna do this first. I want to try to stun Django. Ah, darn it. I was hoping I could stun him. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, stole banners. That's exactly what he wants that team to do, just steal banners from me. I probably could have used a better team there, but I like using Iden Troopers. So now, let's just go way overkill here. Foresight. All right. Well, I need another soda then once we get to ships. Yep. All right, or just keep attacking this dude. Go here. Is BB-8? Can I not target BB-8? Whatever. Well, that works. Boom. There we go. Pretty good banners through that. So there's Leviathan, Executor, and the Resistance Fleet. Okay. Alright, I'm going to think... So I'm not going to lie, guys. I might leave it... So here's... You guys are going to see another part of my strategy. I might just leave it here. And here's why I do this. As much as I know... I'm sure some of you would love to watch me try ships. here's my logic at what I do sometimes. If I were to fail on his Leviathan here, just hear me out. If I was to fail on his Leviathan here, now it opens up the door that he knows, hey, I can go through and I can drop a battle and it's okay. And let's say that I can't clear Leviathan, that I have no chance of clearing Leviathan. He now only has to clear. So now my opponent gets to play much differently. So when you attack first, one of the tactics that I use at times is I will not touch their fleets. I will just leave their fleets go. If I have to come in and beat them, I'll come in and beat them. But otherwise, I just kind of leave the fleets go. I'll let my opponent attempt to beat me on fleets, guys. I'm sorry. It's just the way I am. You know what? You guys are, this is exactly why I don't stream my GACs, is because I do stupid stuff like this all the time. Like, I will, like, 100%, it's not that Zenith, it's not that I won't use the Empire, right? Like, I use them all the time in Fleet Arena. I am so against having to do more work. Like, I won't do it. I don't know. Let me go get a soda and see if you guys can convince me to do it. But, like, I'm very happy to do these two battles, but I don't know that I'll attempt this yet. Call me what you want. Yeah, it's like, I see, people understand it. Like, the strategy is, like, if there's a risky battle at times, like, you don't do more than you have to. Because, like, again, this is where my mind goes. Let's say I drop a battle. Like, let's say I come in here and I drop against Leviathan. Just for the sake of argument, right? If I drop against Leviathan, now he's got 20 banners in the pocket. So that opens up the door for my opponent. And what he could do is he could use Sith Eternal to two-shot, like Sith Eternal and then another team to two-shot my Jabba. And now, like, yeah, you could say, oh, well, we're on even footing. But I'd rather force him to think that he has to one-shot everything. Well, I did, so I will say this, I do, you guys can basically guess what my fleet defenses are here, but I did bring the counters. I don't know, maybe I'll just do it. Maybe I'm being too much of a freaking scruffy-looking nerf herder. Because I do have the thing is, I have Negotiator, I have the Empire to deal with this fleet. I just don't really feel like having to do that. Let's do our titty battle first. Let's do the titty. Let's do this. Evan Peril, I'm going for Executor and slow farming Jabba. When I get Executor, would it be a waste to gear 12 a Trey a team with Savage and her Omicron? Not really. I don't think gear 12 is that much of an ask on those characters. They're pretty easy to gear. Alright, let's do that. Let's go in here. Thank you. Oh! That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's do that on him. Just take that stupid ship out. Thank you. That's actually what I want you to do in this situation. that guy over here. Just start hitting that. I'm actually getting like solid assists from this fleet. It normally doesn't happen. Let's bring out this dude. Let's get this thing in here. Okay. All right, that's fine. I just don't think, I think they're, yeah, oh, I'm going to get to go before their executor. Nice. All right, I'll take that. I will take that all day long. Oh, dude, listen, whenever anybody says, oh, please tell me you didn't waste the ships, like, I'm going to tell you right now, the amount of times that I would have lost battles had I not brought extra ships, I will always play it safe. I am sorry, but I will always play it safe. Because you can lose that fight. You can 1000% lose that fight. The amount of players I've seen... Oh, I could have saved banners. Let me explain this to you. Would you rather give up maybe, what, 8 banners? You know, a couple banners here? Or would you rather lose 20? Because I have watched players fail time and time again trying to bring less teams in, thinking they're being all cool, and then they lose. Like, you've got to... Listen, has it maybe lost me a Grand Arena a time or two? Yes. Has it won me more Grand Arenas? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, you cannot afford to take unnecessary risks in Grand Arena. Like, me attacking first here against my opponent. If I can full clear him, if I can full clear my opponent, right? If I can full clear him, don't drop any battles, right? If that's what I end up doing, like, I don't have to worry, right? I don't have to worry at that point. All right. We're going to do this battle first, because otherwise I have to do riskier things if this fails. We've got our good luck charm. I got my good luck charm here. All right, Wampa. See us through this battle, my king. See us through this battle, my king. Ugh, okay. Darn it. I hate when I get the bombs on me there. Okay, all right, hold on. TIE Defender, come in. Okay, stun. Do that. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's even worse. Okay, hold on. Gotta get that off. Come on, Vader. Yes! Okay, alright, hold on. Ooh, that's bad news for me. Okay, we gotta try and get... Yeah, that is bad news. That's bad news. Alright, we've gotta... Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh. This is like horrible. Alright, I've gotta just call this guy in. Gotta call him in. Gotta cleanse off all that garbage. Oh my gosh, guys. What the heck? Can you attack like... This is exactly... Oh gosh. Alright, get this stupid ship out of here. What a joke. This is exactly why I didn't want to do this. I had TIE Defender. It just didn't get any dodges. You failed us, my king. I'm kidding. I failed you, my king. I don't deserve to hold you anymore. I failed you. Can see I don't play ships enough. Are you kidding me? That was... So, TIE Pilot didn't crit Sith Assassin. They got every possible play they could. Like, every possible play they could, they got there. Like, that was not... that is not on my ability to, like, not play ships. That was completely against me there. Jinxed myself. You guys jinxed me. I wouldn't have had to do that. Oh, of course they put that on Marauder too. Alright, that works. I feel like I need to take this guy out because of his, if I can get rid of those stacks, that'll be nice. There we go. Alright, that's good. Gosh. I hate this garbage. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose Anakin too? What a freaking... Put taunt on you, Plo. Oh my goodness gracious. Absolutely ridiculous. Thank you. My gosh. Alright, so now, here's the funny part, guys, right? Everybody ready for this? I don't have many fleets left at this point. This is like I gotta hope that this, I really need this to work. I mean, it should work, right? But who knows? The other counter should have worked too. If you guys think I have Arnold's phone number, you are mistaken. Let's just do basic, because it's gonna, doesn't matter anyway. They're gonna cleanse all that garbage off. Let's do this. Can that? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's cleanse. Okay, can we kill this stupid bomber? Thank you. Is Empire more consistent than Negotiator? Honestly, I don't know, to be honest. I'll be like, I have no clue which one is more consistent. Come on, okay. Target him. Thank you. Ooh, that was a good dodge by Sun Fac there. We'll take that. Of course. Alright, come on now. Thank you. Okay, dodge that because I should have my big hit from Spy coming in here, and that should... Thank you. Ugh, my gosh. 2047, alright. I think Negotiator... So my Marauder... Overall, guys, it wasn't bad. Alright, 2047, alright. Hopefully my opponent struggles. It's probably... I can 1000% see myself losing this Grand Arena just off the fact that I dropped that battle. Like, if he's a good enough player, he'll be able to beat these teams. So I can still see myself. I can very potentially lose this Grand Arena. I don't see myself. I can see my opponent very well clearing me. If he's a good player, like I would assume he is for this level, I could see him 1000% just absolutely being able to one-shot that defense. Yeah, I'm looking at his past battles to see what he does. Yeah, I mean, he's a good player. He's definitely got some tricks up his sleeve, so we'll have to kind of see how this pans out. Yeah, definitely a solid player. 10 mil GP, yeah. So he can one-shot Jabba with his Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Let's see his Kylo here. He's got a Relic 7 Kylo. He doesn't have a ton of... He's got critical damage. So... his damage is 10,780. Yeah, he should... I mean, I feel like he should have enough firepower to be able to get through my Jabba. I could be wrong. I mean, who knows, right? I could be wrong. I do have 328% defense on him, so that does help. But yeah, he definitely has a nice advantage, that cushion of if I didn't drop that Leviathan battle, I'd feel so much better. But that Leviathan drop is gonna haunt me. So I really need my defense to get a hold. Obviously now, like, I can show you guys what I set for ships. So I set my Leviathan, I set my Executor, and then I purposefully kept my Negotiator because I was willing to try that counter against the Leviathan if I needed to. So that was why I set that. So kind of giving up a ships there. Unfortunately, my Raddus is still level 1, gear 1, so I'm not able to fully utilize that ship. But yeah, guys, so that was the GAC. Took a little bit to get through that just to make sure that I had everything in order. So yeah, I mean, I think, as always, we can do some roster reviews. Before I take anybody else's codes, couple things. So number one is George Arellano Jr. still here. Are you still here, George? If not, you guys know the drill. First come, first serve, with channel members and super chats getting the premium. Yeah, I will post the results. I will post the results in Discord once he starts doing things. No, I have my Raddus at 7-star. It's just I've never upgraded any of its abilities. I had it at 7-star. I had it at like 6-star, but when I unlocked Rey, I just have never bothered to use the ship credits or prestige for it, and I'm kind of saving my prestige in case another capital ship comes at some point. I want to get to that level where I have the credits to make that happen. So I see Swept Yeti's in chat. Channel member, gonna get his review here. Let's see what we're working with Swept. All right, so you did not buy the bundles, man. All right, all right. Would it be worth gearing my Radis? Probably. I think it would be. It's more so I'm kind of waiting around to make sure I save the prestige for something else to come, because it's something I've done. I've made it this far without that fleet. So again, guys, I know I'm in a roster, and just when you've made it as far as I have without a fleet like that, not using it is basically what I'm doing right now anyway, so it doesn't matter. So swept, making progress towards Executor, it looks like. Bosk is getting closer. Are your Bosk mods worth slicing more? So this one would be worth it, but not for Bosk. Bosk wants protection, not offense. No, don't slice this anymore. Defense is not a... At least for a character like Bosk, you'd want protection here. This is good for Bosk. You could slice that more. It's got tenacity. That you could slice more tenacity. This is definitely worth slicing more. I wouldn't touch the arrow. So yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of a mod like defense like this, only because you can get a lot of it on a secondary stat if you want. But it is 14 speed, so it is a decent mod. And then I would look for protection down here instead of offense. That offense could go on somebody else who would want speed and offense. Yeah. So, like, 3 mods on Bosk are, you know, your left side definitely worth it. The right side maybe not so much. Like, this is a great mod. I'd slice this. This one I wouldn't worry about. Crit chance on a crit damage. I wouldn't worry about that. This would be worth slicing. Those are all great secondaries. This you could because you've got crit chance. And I wouldn't worry about the arrow. So yeah, you've got some mods that you could be worth slicing. Darth Vader's couple there are pretty good. Let's go to our king. Let's just see what he's looking like here. Okay. It's an okay mod for him. No, we don't want protection. Don't want crit damage either. We want to just load him up with health. So yeah, definitely a little bit of work to do on Wampa there to make sure we get as much health as possible on him there, Swept. But again, I mean, at gear 12, you're probably not looking to throw A+ mods on him. This one would be worth it for Luke. Tenacity, potency. It's not a bad mod there. Things to consider. Remember, guys, as I try to make sure you guys understand. Let's say you slice a mod up and it doesn't roll the exact stats you want, or it doesn't get as much speed as you want, and then you find one that's better. You're going to take that mod from Bosk and move it to Kanan, and you're going to take Kanan's mod and move it to Geospy, and Geospy's mod to Grand Admiral Thrawn, and Thrawn to Royal Guard, and so on down the road. So what ends up happening is that when you get that mod, the rest of your roster gets better because everybody's gaining a better mod. And that's kind of the big thing to keep in mind here. Like, when I get a good mod, I replace it on one character, their mod moves to somebody else, their mod moves to somebody else. And I've done it where I've moved mods between like 5 or 6 characters just off of buying a single mod because a bunch of players get better. So, yeah, Swept. I mean, I think you're in, again, early on in the game, you still got a long way to go, but in decent shape here. Farming the right ships, yep, going towards that Executor. So keep pushing, man. That's all you got to do. You just got to keep pushing. Make sure you're farming that TIE Bomber up. Make sure you're getting those Bounty Hunter ships ready to go. Good stuff, dude. Yeah. I think you're moving in the right direction. You've got a Phoenix team. You can use Captain Rex in there, which will be a solid team for a while. I think a lot of players will struggle with that. So, yeah. Good stuff, Swept. I like it. All right, we're going to move back up here. Let's see. No other channel members. So we're going to move to Alexander Diaz. All right, Alex Diaz. Erodium 4, 7 million. Negotiator, Executor, Malevolence, okay. George, if you are in chat, I will get yours here right after this one. I wanted to make sure that you were in chat before I did anything. Pretty decent ships on this account. Very, very, very good ships. 1 GL, okay, a little bit light on the GLs, if we're honest. A little bit light on the GLs. But you're close. Looks like you're close to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Alex. Oh, okay, you got Kylo. Okay, Kylo's gear 12. So that's good. Looks like you're going to be in the process of getting Rey as well. So again, another solid thing there. Yeah, I would assume Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's mods. Probably a work in progress. Okay, yeah, you definitely want to find something with offense percent here. Want to make sure you get that offense percent. Yeah, you got the right idea. Could use more speed down here. I like this. I like that too. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah, work in progress. Definitely have the right mindset. Definitely have the right mindset. So the big thing you're running low on is Zetas. Only having 2 Zetas on him. Not that it's the worst thing in the world, but we definitely want more Zetas on him. But otherwise, you're doing what you can. You're going to get... Are you going for Rey next, Alex? Is that the plan? Get Rey. After you get Kylo, are you going to go for Rey? Because I think that's what I would do. Next 7 Zetas are going to the First Order. I'd maybe say, what 7 are you going to be doing? Because I see 1 and 4. I see 5 Zetas there that I would think of equipping. Kylo, Rey, Leviathan. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good order. That's a good order for you. The only thing I would consider, just for you to keep in mind, is that your Sith are probably in a much better position that you could be investing in their relic levels, depending how far away you are on all the ships. The one thing you're going to keep in mind here, think of all the Zetas you're going to need for Rey. That after you're done with Kylo, you have all these Zetas that went to your First Order. Like, your next 7 Zetas are... So, 1, I would do Sith Trooper before you do Kylo Ren Unmasked. And if you're going to do First Order TIE Pilot for the sake of his Omicron, I would also do that before Kylo Ren Unmasked. Kylo Ren Unmasked, the leadership Zeta, is not important. Because you're going to end up using him with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren 99.9% of the time. Oh, you did his... Okay, never mind. You did his leadership. Oh, yeah, you should have done the unique. That unique's way more important. Yeah, okay. So my suggestion is you're going to want to... I would actually switch Leviathan and Rey. Because if you have to do 7 Zetas, just thinking out loud, right? You have to do 7 Zetas for your First Order before you're done. Now you've got to go to the Resistance, where you need 6 more Zetas for just Galactic Legends Rey herself. So you need 6 more Zetas. So you think your next 13 Zetas are already decided. 14, because you're going to at least want 1 on Zori. So minimum 14 Zetas. You get, what, 6 of them a week? So 20 weeks. I mean, you need a lot of Zetas, my friend. I would argue going Leviathan before Rey could be a good idea if you still need that many Zetas. Because you don't need Zetas on these guys anymore. Like, you've got these Zetas, you got this, you got him. You just need gear, and I think you can get the gear a lot faster than the Zetas. Just my humble opinion. So take that with a grain of salt. Otherwise, I think you're in good shape. Right? Do you at least have mods on the first order, guys, that you're going to need to use? So that'll be the next thing that you make sure you do, is get these guys' mods sorted and in order. Right? Focus on the guys who you use with your GL first, and then down the road. But yeah, man, I mean, I think you're in pretty good shape. I would definitely consider maybe switching Leviathan and Ray. Yeah, if you need more, so you're going to beat opponents with your fleets. What's going to happen is you're going to get these GLs, you're going to start climbing more in GAC because you've got more stuff, and then you're going to need Leviathan. So, just some food for thought there, man. Otherwise, I don't hate it. Right? I don't hate what you're doing or what direction you have, and you've got a good base to build from to go into other farms. Swept Yeti, is the Captain Rex Omicron worth it? I forgot to ask. It's pretty decent. I equipped it with the thought that I was eventually going to build the Phoenix team. I still might build that team, but obviously now that's kind of been pushed out because I was planning to build them right after I got Leia. So I've kind of got to think about when I'm going to make that commitment, because I'll get Leia, and then I'll want to get Seer, Malicos, Cal Ripken Jr., but I'd say his Omicron is pretty good, because in 3v3 Grand Arena, it's about clone troopers, and in 5v5, it's about the Phoenix, so there's different ways to utilize him, and it's a pretty solid Omicron. I think it forces a lot of people to struggle. Yeah, in 3v3, I think in 3v3, it's a much better Omicron. The 5v5 version is good, but I think the 3v3 just lifts those clones into a completely different level of play that otherwise they don't achieve. So just something to think about. Yeah, glad you're able to come live, Alex. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure everybody has liked the stream, by the way. Like the stream. I'm always horrible at saying that. Normally one of my mods has to tell me to do it. I'm just looking to see if my opponent... I don't think he'll do anything tonight. Or, oops, Journey Guide, not Journey Guide. I've been doing too many Galactic Legend videos and having to go back to my Journey Guide. Alright, so we're going to scroll up here. George, I got you now, my friend. I know you were waiting on the last stream, and we just had a bunch of super chats come in. So, 5 million GP. We've got Executor. So, we bought the packs. That's good. Radis. Looks like you're working on your finalizer, Rex. Okay, so we have Sith Eternal. You've got Rey at Relic 5. Okay. So, George, here's what I'm going to say first. Your next 3 Relic levels are Relic 6 and 7 on Rey, and Relic 7 on your Sith Eternal. All your Galactic Legends need to be Relic 7. Bare minimum. I'm not saying they need to be Relic 8, but you need to get those guys to Relic 7. You can't afford to have them below Relic 7. They get too much from their Galactic Legend ability here, right? 10% max protection and health per Relic Amplifier level and the damage they receive. I really think you want to boost that number, particularly with 2 GLs like this where survivability is king. So I would make sure you get these guys to Relic 7, both of them. I know it sucks, but trust me, even as someone who, like, I abhor throwing extra Relic levels on characters, I've even taken all my GLs to Relic 7. Not a huge fan of the Sidious Omicron. I'm not going to beat around the bush there. I'm not a big fan of that Omicron. I like the Qui-Gon, Starkiller. So, what's the plan after Rey? Like, you've got Rey now. Is there a plan besides go Kylo? Are you going to do something in between Rey and Kylo? Or are we just going all in for Kylo next? Because I'm looking, and you could do a couple of things. So, Relicking Starkiller could be good. The other thing I saw was Revan, Malik, Basti. You could also consider taking these guys into relic levels. Kylo as a passive, okay, yeah. So, George, other relics to consider would be your Darth Revan, your Sith Empire team, and Starkiller. Those would definitely be relics I would consider. And then you're farming Jedi Knight Luke next. Okay. So you got a ways to go for Jedi Knight Luke still. You got a ways to go. You'll probably, unless you make some massive headwind, you'll probably get Kylo before you get Jedi Knight Luke, would be my gut assumption. If you have a Zeta laying around, throw it on Han Shoots first. That Zeta just makes the CLS team so much more potent. Alright. Yeah, but I think you're in solid shape, right? You've got to make sure you finish, as you said, you got to finish your farms for sure. Got to make sure you can get those finalizer wrecks up and running as soon as possible, which I could see being a challenge for you because you need relic materials, but your TIE silencer is only at 4-star. So, yeah, definitely need to finish these things. But otherwise, George, I mean, you're 5 million GP, gonna have a bunch of galactic legends. I think you'll be pretty solid. Looks like you kind of started the Jedi Master Kenobi farm, too. Relic 8, Yoda. Looks like you kind of started this a little bit. So, yeah, maybe eventually circle back around to this. I wouldn't say right now, but eventually maybe circle back around to that. Otherwise, buddy, well done. Well done. Keep pushing along. Definitely prioritize those ships, though. Definitely prioritize those ships. All right, we got Will Russell coming in next. So we got Kenobi, almost 6 million. Executor. The Lightspeed bundles, they switched a lot of people's farms. Switched a lot of farms. Okay, so I think we said farming Jedi Knight Luke. So we're making some progress there. So Will Russell. Well, I would, yeah, I mean, if you're going this route, Yeah. Okay. So here's my thought process. You could go for Jedi Master Luke, because you're miles and miles away from Jabba at this point. Jedi Master Luke at least helps you make some progress towards some of the other things you're going to need in the game. Kind of inadvertently leads you towards Galactic Legends Leia, because I think you're a long way off from Leia. With no Lobot. Right? You need some other relics. And getting another Galactic Legend like JML pretty soon would be super beneficial. Because I'm just looking around, and you're definitely not prepared for Leia yet, nor Jabba. So I think that Jedi Master Luke would be really good. Yeah. I think if you get Jedi Knight Luke, get Jedi Master Luke, that's going to lead you towards being able to pivot towards Jabba and or Leia. Slow farming Leia's Marquise. Yeah, that's the smart way. If you're just slow farming them, just get a couple of shards a day, I think you'll be in pretty decent shape there. As far as ships go, definitely want to finish off star levels on the, Executor there. We're going to want that. But I think the next big thing for you will definitely be developing some of these fleets, making sure that our ships are at, max capacity, right? Kind of looking at the, not just like TIE Defender there, but, you've got like a level 1, Gear 1 Biggs and TIE Dagger. So I would argue that you might want to think about at least Biggs, because you're gonna have pretty strong rebels, and you need that one for the Jedi Knight Luke event. You're absolutely right, teacher man. The GL farms have completely changed because of the Lightspeed bundles. It's why I think there's something big coming, is that they're trying to give everybody this stuff like Galactic Legends, and you're like, well, what for? And like, there's got to be a reason for it, right? They don't just do stuff like this at random. There's always a reason, a purpose to it. All right, we're gonna move on from Will here. Next, we've got Swift Blade. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so... All right, Swiftblade. So, yeah, I can see you bought the packs. I don't want to completely tear into you, but I'm not sure I'm on board with you taking Kylo's to Relic 7 when you are miles and miles and miles away from getting the finalizer, and you're on the cusp of being able to unlock Gratis. I would have advised that you put those resources onto the Resistance. Because the finalizer, I mean, you still need star levels on your First Order ships, but you've got you bought the packs to have the ships ready for the Radis event. So I think had you focused your resources into the Resistance, you'd probably have a GL significantly sooner. I get that a lot of you will say, oh, Rey isn't as flashy as Kylo, but she's still a Galactic Legend, guys. She's still a GL. Excuse me. I'm just looking here to see what else I could see. But definitely you might want to pay attention to Zori at some point to help make that Rey event easier. I found that Zori was the key to success in phases 1 and 2 through the limited amount of testing I did on that mission. So I did do a guide where I talked about like the who I would Zeta. You have all the first order Zetas you need. For Resistance, definitely needs some work. Oh, you had been working on Kylo till the packs came out. Okay. Alright. I'll take it back then. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I mean, the most important Zeta for the Rey event is Zori's Spice Runner skills. The Resistance heroes both have good Zetas. All of JTRs are pretty decent. Because there's I can't just look at the Zeta and say, how does it help the mission? It's, how does it help all the game modes? And that's where, like, the Zetas I mentioned kind of help a lot of different game modes in Galaxy of Heroes. So, yeah, I would definitely start switching gears to the Resistance because they are ready. The Resistance is ready to start earning Radish Shards. All right, let's scroll up now because I think we're pretty good here, right? We're seeing a lot of this lately where there's got players who, and again, this isn't knocking anybody. We're seeing players who these packs are impacting them in a negative isn't the right word, but it's causing them problems that were not existent before the release. All right, let's scroll up. All right, we got Swiftblade. Now we got Nick. And Nick, we're almost the same GP. Currently unlocking Rey, then Starkiller. Wondering if another GL event after, or Phoenix, Night Sister, Zori makes sense. Oh, yeah. Zori could be at, like, Gear 8. Maybe she could be below Gear 8. So, Juan Sanchez with the $9.99. Thank you, sir. I will get right to you here after this review for Nick. So we've got 4 Galactic Legends here. Looks like we're on the cusp of getting Rey. You've got to be earning tickets at this point. Currently unlocking Rey. Okay. Yep. Then Starkiller. Wondering if another GL after or... Okay. Alright. Nick, so here's what I'm going to say. I definitely think Starkiller would be a good play for your Grand Arena. So I definitely think Starkiller would be solid. Now, another GL. So that will bring you up to 5. 1, 2, 3. So, I'm going to make an argument here. I think, Nick, I think you could back into Sith Eternal Emperor pretty well. Nick, I'm going to say it. I think you could back into Sith Eternal. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 of his Rex done here. Piet makes it 5. And then, like, you're pretty close between Thrawn, Veers, Stark. Yeah, I'm normally not a big fan of recommending players to farm Sith Eternal, but he would be a very easy GL for you to back into at this point. Probably closer than anything else. Yeah, there could be a Lightspeed pack coming. I mean, we don't know. The other thing to think about would be potentially going for Lord Vader. You've got a lot of stuff invested between Padme, ARC Trooper, Bad Batch's Gear 12. I think you could very realistically get Lord Vader and or Sith Eternal. So I'd kind of leave that, I'd leave it up to you as far as what you'd rather go for. Obviously, Sith Eternal is going to take much less time than Lord Vader will, but Lord Vader's a far better galactic legend. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm hearing some water running. I want to make sure that it's normal. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. I hear something in my basement. All right, sorry. Had to make sure there. Yeah, so back to here, Nick. After you get Rey, I'd probably go for... I would lean Lord Vader because he's a far superior galactic legend. You could also think about Sith Eternal simply because it's going to take a lot less investment. Doing one or the other is going to inevitably lead to the other one because Dooku and Tarkin kind of roll over between them, so... And Royal Guard is needed for that Lord Vader team as well. So, anyway, yeah. That's what I would do. One of those two, I think, after your Rey would be solid. Really kind of rounding out those GLs, especially at your GP here. Getting into, like, you're in Kyber 3 now. adding some extra galactic legends will get you to, you know, that, like, getting some extra galactic legends is just going to help you kind of jump into potentially getting into Kyber 2 a lot more frequently. So yeah, man, I would do that. Whale account. I swear everybody thinks that whale accounts are anybody with a lot of GP and not people who've just played this game for a very long time. Alright, let's get into Juan Sanchez here with the 999. Juan, would love your thoughts on the current plan. We've got Leviathan. Let's get in the account here. All right, so we got Leviathan, Leia, Profundity, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, Aphra, Lord Vader, Sith Eternal, unless something new replaces Profundity or Jedi Knight Cal, or the two new LS bundles leaked are Sith Eternal and Lord Vader. Okay. So let's start with Leviathan first. Let's see where we're at with that. So we've got Rey working on her ultimate. Okay. Alright, so you still need a lot of relic levels for your Leviathan. That's fine, right? Still need a lot of relic levels for Leviathan. He needs to be 7, 5, 7. Nine. Okay. Still need a lot of work there. Didn't mean to click that. I want to click here. Okay, yeah, so I'm on board with Leviathan first. So Juan, where I like the Leviathan shout, I like the Leia shout, and I'm okay with Profundity. All right, I'm okay with that order. The only thing I'm thinking of that keeps me from telling you to go for Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is that unless your entire guild is going to be getting Jedi Knight Cal Kestis at the same time, you're not going to be getting enough return on those Kyra techs that you're spending, right? That territory battle mission is not going to give out a lot of Kyra techs. So just something to think about there that, you know, Jedi Knight Cal is a very good character, but if you're just trying to get him for those Kyra techs, you need 30 other members of your guild, I think, to do that, and then they need to even earn the star there, so just, I don't know. The Jedi Knight Cal thing, I think Jedi Knight Cal's a great character. He's obviously been, you know, transforming this game, but I would much say that Lord Vader's probably a leg up. Now, unless the new Lightspeed bundles leaked are for Sith Eternal and Lord Vader. Yeah, so I would say if a Lightspeed bundle comes out for any one of the things that you're farming here between, you know, most likely Profundity, Sith Eternal, Lord Vader, something like that, if Lightspeed bundles came out, you could move them probably above Leviathan at that point. As good as Leviathan is, I think you have, if I look at your ships, so you need TIE Dagger finished. Okay, yeah, so you're... Yeah, maybe I wouldn't put anything in front of Leviathan because you don't have a solid counter fleet built yet. If you had a solid counter fleet built, I would tell you that you could maybe wait on Leviathan, but you don't have the Empire fleet built yet to be able to handle Leviathan. So I think I'd get Leviathan yourself to at least kind of stop some of that shenanigans when you can. And then your plan was to stick Jedi Knight Cal Kestis to beef up Jedi Master Luke. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what Cal can do. My argument would be that it's better to use Cal as a... How do I say this? I think you'd be far better served using Cal and his own team and throwing some better Jedi with Jedi Master Luke. But just what I've seen, I think Jedi Knight Cal kind of leading his own team or a part of another team is the best option for him right now. That would be the best option. So I don't hate your plan. If no Lightspeed bundles come out in the time that you get those things, I think your plan is solid. Maybe I would kick Afra behind a Galactic Legend. I would maybe debate that of Leviathan, Leia, Profundity, Jedi Knight Cal, Sith Eternal, Lord Vader, whatever order you want to do those two in, and then kind of have Afra be the buffer in between them. I've kind of always gone with this Galactic Legend, non-Galactic Legend, Galactic Legend, non-Galactic Legend mindset, and it's kind of helped me stay focused, and it's also kind of helped me make sure that when you're building a Galactic Legend, you're normally missing out on core teams or missing out on teams that kind of fill the gaps that Galactic Legends can't. So I think if you tried to mimic that a little bit, I think you'd be in good shape. But yeah, Juan, I like it. I mean, I think you've got a solid account for 9 million GP. You've got 5 Galactic Legends. Rey's going to be getting her ultimate ability soon. Looks like you aren't afraid to throw Relic 8 on your GLs, which is fantastic. If you throw it on Rey, you'll probably be even better off. I like the mod sets you've got on her too. That's, overall, I think that's pretty decent modding. Could definitely use a little bit more offense, but it's not. You've got the right strategy down, man. So good stuff, dude. Yeah, I would be very, with an account like this, so you're trying to use Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Cal, Hermit Yoda, Jedi Knight Revan, smash Leia's teams. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I'd be careful of is how much of that is, and I don't know for certain, but how much of that is dependent on datacrons. Now, obviously, Leia's got datacrons now, too, and that's kind of the one thing that sucks is we don't really often get great pictures of what characters look like without Galactic Legends. I know Arnold tries to do his testing, but his testing only really helps when there's like I wish he would do it with like datacrons in place, just not like the stupid Rebel this, Jedi that, just like, hey, what's it look like when they both have stupid amounts of defense, something like that. Otherwise, man, this is you should be excited for the coming months if you get these things for your account. You should definitely be above Chromium. I'm not gonna lie, man. You got to get out of Chromium. You got to get into, at least the lower stages of Kyber with 9 million GP. You should be able to climb right up without a problem and boost that crystal income. It's far better to be higher up in the game. But I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for that super chat of $10, Juan. Very, very flattered. Let's go. We're going to go back up here. Again, guys, remember, Juan jumped the order with the super chat, so now we're moving into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes gameplay. He was next in the list here. Farming Supreme Leader Kylo Ren tickets. Don't know if I should start with Rey next or go all in on Leia. Well, first, let's finish Master Luke, man. We gotta finish Master Luke. Definitely need to finish Master Luke here. You cannot afford to have a Master Luke with only 5 Zetas. I don't care what people say. You want the Zetas everywhere. And he needs to be Relic 7. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that one definitely hurts. So the question becomes... Leia or Rey? Alright, gameplay. Where's your Captain Drogon? Where's Drogon at? Okay. Alright, so I think that I would go for Rey before you go for Leia. You're just, unfortunately, you don't have the... So, yeah, gameplay, here's kind of the problem. You're so far away from Leia and this close to Rey. It's not like you're knocking on the doorstep of Leia that, you know, one relic level makes all the difference. Whereas... Excuse me. Like, whereas, like, you're a relic level away, you know, you're a couple relic levels away from being able to start Rey today. And I think that's worth a lot more. Yeah, gameplay, I'm on your account, man. Haven't you been in chat? Come on, dude. I would go for Rey. But I was trying to say, I hope you, quick recap. Master Luke needs to be Relic 7. Finish your Kylo. And go for Rey. You're not close enough. You're not close enough to Leia. You're not close enough to Leia to delay how close you are to Rey. Definitely invest in the Zori Zeta on Spice Runner skills. Or Spice Runner. Right? Yeah, Spice Runner skills. Otherwise, man, I really can't say that I recommend you trying to go for Leia when I just don't see you being close enough to her. I think you're too far away. Yeah, you gotta get Luke. Finish your Kylo, and then I'd go into Rey. I know it's a lot of Galactic Legend stuff at once, but I don't think you're close enough to Leia to justify pausing things. That's kind of my humble opinion. You're not close enough to justify delaying other things. Yeah, that's the review. Yeah, you're farming the marquees. Yeah, it's gonna just takes a little bit too long, in my opinion. Swinny, how we doing? Good to see you in chat. Alright, guys, I'm gonna do like maybe 1 or 2 more of these roster reviews, and then I'm probably gonna head up to bed here. I've got to wake up early tomorrow. My wife's got a wedding. So, let's see where I was at. All right, we've got, is Johnny King still in chat? Is Johnny King still in chat? Yeah, Drogon is pretty easy. It's, again, I'm not looking at the shards. I'm looking at relic levels. He needs a lot of relic levels. You think, like, we need what? On this account, you need, what, 2 Relic 7s to start a Galactic Legend farm? One, two. All right, Johnny, I got you next here. So, we need 2 Relic levels to start Ray. 1, 2, 3, Drogon 4, Nisa 5, Scout Trooper 6 Relic 7s alone, and then you need to Relic 8 R2-D2 plus other things. Like, you're that much closer to Ray. Ooh, Legolas, good question. What GP should a new player get a GL or recommend GP for your first GL? Are you asking as a free-to-play account, or are you asking, like, I bought the bundles? Because, so I used to say, right, just to show you how much the game has changed, I used to say about 2 million galactic power per galactic legend. That for every 2 million GP, you should get a GL. Obviously, so much of that has changed because, you know, back in the day, you had a lot of the characters that you needed for Galactic Legend farms, and then they released a marquee, and, you know, like, so I think now, realistically, your first Galactic Legend, I mean, probably at that 2 million mark, 3 million mark, because you want to get Executor first, right? What gets easier is that each Galactic Legend that you'll get after your first one will happen sooner and sooner and sooner as you're getting more resources and participating more and more in the game. Yeah, it's not an easy, like, I don't think there's a threshold necessarily, but I used to go off of 2 million GP per GL, but I don't think that holds water anymore because it just doesn't, like, I've got, what, 7 of them, and I'm not even 10 million GP, so, you know, the number's always changing. Yeah, I mean, when you should get a GL, it's very relative to what does your account actually need. I always say you need to look at your peers, and your peers consist of the players in your fleet arena, squad arena, and then finally your, you know, who you're facing in grand arena, along with your guild, right? That if you kind of combine those 4 things and say, how is everybody stacking up comparative to me? What do I need? That's normally when you can figure out if you need another Galactic Legend or not. Like, if you're the same GP as Fat Phil, and you've got 4 Galactic Legends, like, maybe you need to bump those numbers up. If you've got 8 Galactic Legends and you're the same GP as me, you can feel pretty good. Alright, so now we've got Johnny King here, Captain Amazing. So we do have Leviathan. Leviathan, Executor, okay. Alright, so we only have Kylo. Alright, that's fine. You do have Leviathan. So you're going to start farming Rey soon. Okay. Alright, that's good. Alright, so you took a long break, had these things. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm good with that. Start Rey as soon as you can. So after Rey, where do we go from here? Because you're going to be further away from a lot of stuff. Excuse me. So I think after Ray, you could go for Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Master Luke. Johnny, I think you could really do that. I think like a Master Luke would suit you well. With Kylo, Ray, Jedi Master Luke, you've got a good mix of GLs that can beat things on offense, that can get holds on defense. And you've got a solid base to build from on those rebels. That's what I was looking at, was just trying to see like where you're at there. I think you're in pretty good shape to, you know, hit this up, get this going, because it is like, I think Jedi Knight Luke into like a Master Luke would be solid, because then that's also going to inadvertently lead you to Leia, so you're killing, you know, you're completing multiple objectives at the same time, which is how you really progress well in this game. Yeah. Taking those long breaks and coming back is brutal, right? You were smart, though, that you focused on fleet crystals. Fleet crystals are going to do far more for you than anything else. So I like that. But yeah, man, good stuff. I think we're gonna end on this one, guys. I think I'm gonna call it here. I do apologize. I'm beat. It's 1:30 my time, and I gotta be up early to help my wife prepare for her. She's got a wedding that she's got to leave for 9:30 at tomorrow, so I gotta be up early. Again, guys, maybe I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow or not. It's gonna kind of depend on how I'm feeling, how the girls are doing while I'm watching them. You know, I'm there being dad tomorrow. But I really do appreciate everybody joining on. You all are fantastic human beings. Channel members, again, you guys are awesome. You know, you deserve a lot of credit, not just for, you know, the financial support of the channel, but the, you know, every time I'm in streams, dropping the Wampa, you know, the Wampa gifts, everything like that. Like, you guys are fantastic. I love being able to interact with you guys. Again, guys, I did pin the Discord to the chat here, so if you're trying to get, you know, into the Discord, again, we've got the chat there. I'm trying to do more live streams. I'm trying to do more. Just kind of happens when they do. You know, I've got to do it late at night. Unfortunately for my fans, but fortunately for my family, I put them above my live streaming, so I don't really live stream at those prime times where everybody would be on. Hence why I'm doing it at stupid o'clock my time. But I really love all of you. May the Force be with you, and I will see you all in the next video. Cheers.